Well, oh my, welcome to the program. My name is Mark Farzy. This is the Farzy Show presented by Steven Singer of Steven Singer Jewelers. Also have a nice Manscaped promo for you guys, 20% off manscaped.com when you use promo code Farzy. I couldn't wait till Monday. After the way the Phillies won tonight, after the way the Eagles played with their first teamers in the game in their preseason opener, I couldn't wait till Monday. I had to do a special emergency show to tell you how much I enjoyed watching Jalen Hurts, how much I enjoyed watching Nick Sirianni get fired up, albeit for his quarterback getting hit late and a flag being thrown, and then the Phillies to win in the fashion that they did at the expense of the New York Mets and the expense of Keith Hernandez, who all of a sudden here in Philadelphia has become public enemy number one. I just had to jump on and do a show. And that's one of the beautiful things about digital media. You just jump on and do a show whenever you want. And that's why I'm having such a blast doing this show, The Farzy Show. Let's start it off with the Eagles and say what we saw. Well, let's talk about what we saw from Jalen Hurts tonight. A perfect quarterback. 6 for 6, perfect. 158 quarterback rating, touchdown, 80 yards. That's what you want to see. I said this morning on the show that all I wanted to see was Jalen Hurts is a steady quarterback, an accurate quarterback, taking his time in the pocket. If he felt the pressure, not look to run right away, but keep your eyes down. First play of the game, he feels the pressure, he rolls to his right, he fires downfield, and he hits Quez Watkins. That's what I wanted to see from Jalen Hurts. And then he went on to be perfect. Ended up scoring 2 touchdowns on that first drive, and his touchdown pass after his touchdown run was called back was a beautiful pass. Beautiful pass. Placed perfectly over the defense into the arms of Dallas Goedert, who brought it in for the touchdown. That's what I wanted to see. That's it. Do I get hyped about it? Do I think that's going to be the guy we're going to see for the entire season? Absolutely not. All I take it in the preseason is something very simple, which is you did what you were supposed to do. It's a positive step forward. That's all I want. Thank you, Jalen Hurts. So we can celebrate him and enjoy a nice outing from him. A perfect outing, even. Dallas Goedert looked sharp in this one. It was also good to see from the first teamers here, a guy like Miles Sanders catch the ball out of the backfield as well as he did in tonight's game. See him get out there as well as he was able to get out there today. Quez Watkins, who I already mentioned on the Hurts play, looked good in this particular game. It was great to see this first team offense be in sync in their first drive together. That's all it was. Yes, you had penalties from Jordan Mailata. You had that run play, of course, from Jalen Hurts, where he did end up getting hit out of bounds by Williams, and Nick Sirianni lost his mind. That was Bush League. That was absolute Bush League. And after that first drive, I thought to myself, this is it, right? We're done? And that's exactly the way Nick Sirianni saw it as well. Saw enough from his first team in their first run to say you guys can just relax the rest of the way, and this will pretty much just be practice. The joint practices that they're going to have, most notably the one coming up here with the Cleveland Browns. So I saw exactly what I wanted to see from that first team. Jordan Mailata had that holding penalty. I'm not going to hold that against him. Lane Johnson had a holding penalty as well, or a false start, rather. Not going to hold that against him. Again, it is just the preseason. But as this game went on, there were a couple of people that stole the show. Most notably, Jordan Davis acting like a man in the middle of that defensive line. And we know that coming out of Georgia, him and Nakobe Dean, who also had himself a great game, and we'll talk about him in a second, we knew coming in from Georgia, those guys are going to be on the same page. They had a lot to offer this Eagles defense. And, man, did they show it in this first game. Man, did they give us a glimpse of what they could bring at the professional level. They did exactly what they're supposed to do. And my thing about preseason, especially in football or any other sport, is if you're a rookie, just look like you belong. That's it. Just look like you belong. Don't look like a guy that's, playing over his head. Don't look like a guy that's scared or nervous or anything like that. These guys were great in their pro debut. Oh, yeah, yes, all the preseason, just the preseason. But they look like men in the preseason. They didn't shrink to the moment. The best play was the play that Zach Wilson, when he was running out of the pocket like he was chasing after a cougar, that was a great play by Jordan Davis, who got the penetration in the middle of the line of scrimmage and was able to get in there and flush the quarterback out of the pocket. He went up against two guys on that offensive line that have been, one has been to a Pro Bowl, just coming off his first Pro Bowl season. The other has about 104 starts under his name, and I believe combined, these guys have 171 NFL starts under their belt. They're both starting offensive linemen for the New York Jets. These weren't guys that were out there for an audition. These aren't second or third stringers going up against Jordan Davis. These are starting offensive linemen for a long time in the NFL. and Jordan Davis had his way with them on multiple plays. The one play I just referenced with Zach Wilson, that was a great play there by Jordan Davis. Later in that first quarter, you saw Jordan Davis blow up the line of scrimmage, get the hit behind the line of scrimmage, and then Nakobe Dean right behind him for one of his 5 tackles in this game, 4 of them solo. A lot of encouraging things that you saw from the Eagles in this game. As the game went on, you saw some other guys get out there and show what they have to offer this offense, and really, it was from start to finish. And I know some people, they might look at this and they might say, well, don't you dare invoke Jason Kelce's name. Let's just say this. Cam Jurgens is not Jason Kelce. I feel like it's the caveat you have to say. It's only the preseason. Okay, well, Cam Jurgens is not Jason Kelce. All right, let's just get that out of the way. It's out of the way. Okay, we've said it. The disclaimer is there. Cam Jurgens is Jason Kelce's style, though. I mean, does he not look like a guy that was scouted and recruited by Jason Kelce? Because he is a mirror image in terms of style. All right, I am putting Jason Kelce in the Hall of Fame. I'm not doing that with Cam Jurgens after one preseason game. But style-wise, and even when the Eagles drafted him, I got to go back and watch a video of him. I'm like, okay, yeah, this guy looks a lot like Jason Kelce. Okay, fine. But then to see him in an Eagles uniform, see him at the link, throwing people around, getting in people's way. Most notably, the thing that makes him like Jason Kelce is the fact that he gets off the line of scrimmage so quickly. I mean, that's it right there in a nutshell. That's what makes him look like Jason Kelce. That's what makes his style so similar to Jason Kelce. And, man, it was fun to watch. And if this is a glimpse into the future, the Eagles are going to be in good hands in terms of having another athletic center who will get out in the open field and block guys 30 yards down the field for his running back coming out of the backfield, catching a swing pass on a wheel route, whatever it might be, a screen play, whatever it is. You're going to have a center that's going to be able to get off the line of scrimmage very quick, just like we have seen for the last decade plus with Jason Kelce running things here. Now, again, is he as good as Jason Kelce? No. Well, could he have a career similar to? Probably not. I mean, it's not often you get back-to-back Hall of Fame centers. I mean, we've seen it in other positions. I mean, the first one that jumps to mind is Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, but that doesn't really happen all that much. When you have a situation here like you have, you just hope whatever Cam Jurgens can learn from Jason Kelce over the next year, he just takes that and keeps on building and keeps building and keeps building. So, just to repeat this, he's not, because see, we have some people just joining us. Cam Jurgens is not Jason Kelce. He is Jason Kelce's style. We can say that and not be putting Cam Jurgens in the Hall of Fame or on the Art Museum steps quite yet in a Mummer's outfit. Very impressed with his professional football debut. As impressed as I could be. If I had to go in order, look, I have a lot of confidence in Jalen Hurts. I like Jalen Hurts a lot. I feel like Jalen Hurts is a guy that you want to be the starting quarterback. Like, in terms of his mindset and his approach and his work ethic, that's the guy you want as your starting quarterback in the NFL. Now, in terms of skill, which ultimately matters more than anything, he's got some stuff to work on from last year. Most notably his accuracy, his pocket presence, his pocket awareness. And all that looked good tonight in a preseason game. When people are keeping stats of what he's doing in the training camp, he was perfect in a game situation. Felt the pressure, surveyed the field, didn't force anything, played within himself, ran when it was there, never looked to run in this game that I thought, and he was accurate when he delivered the football. He had a whole plethora of throws in those 6 throws, right? He had short throws, check downs. He had a throw to down the field to Quez Watkins that I mentioned, where he was rolling to his right. All that was just great stuff that you were able to see in this game from Jalen Hurts. So he gave us positive looks tonight. He put good film there. He put good things down on film for people that are looking to pick them apart left and right. And you know there's going to be people when you get to the office on Monday, or maybe even people you're texting with already throughout the game. Oh, 6 for 6, sure, yeah. But, he probably missed some guys downfield. He didn't see him. It was 6 for 6, and it's a preseason game. So he's still getting his head wrapped around everything that they're doing right now. So I'm very pleased with what I saw from this Eagles team. I look at a guy like Jalen Hurts, what he was able to do. I'm thrilled with what he was able to do in this game. I look at Jordan Davis, and that right there is my gold star performer of the game. Like, if I was to give a game ball out, it would be Jordan Davis, because he just looked like the man was eating souls out there. He looked like he had been in the NFL for 5 years already and just was putting a whooping on people left and right. After that, defensively, very much impressed with what I saw from Jacoby Dean. Statistically, it looked great, but on the field, it looked great too. It was one of those situations where you're watching him in that first half and you're going, damn, he's all over the place. Then you look at the stat sheet and you're like, oh, wow, 5 tackles? 4 of them solo? All right, fella. All right there, Georgia Bulldogs, making things happen at the NFL level. That's what you want to see. And really, I thought linebackers overall played well in this game. It was nice to see some of the guys down deeper on the depth chart. I mean, Reed Stinnett had a nice play on that run out on the game when they took the lead on the touchdown. That was fine, but not so great the rest of the game, most of the game. Tay Gowan, I thought, had a good play there in the corner of the end zone that he ended up breaking up on a later in the game in the fourth quarter. It was good to see him get involved in that. So, yeah, overall, Zach McPherson, I thought, played some good defense in this game a couple occasions. I know he's fighting for a roster spot. A lot of encouraging things. For what you can take out of a preseason, most of it from the first half, positive vibes. There was a little conversation, a little bit, not a lot, about Gardner Minshew and Reed Stinnett fighting it out for that backup role, that number 2 role. A little bit, murmurs, if you will. Yeah, Reed Stinnett didn't help himself. Did not help himself a little bit. 18-play drive, nice, capping it off with a touchdown. That's good. But I don't think he really did himself many favors throughout this game, especially with who he was going up against in that fourth quarter. So overall, very pleased with what I saw from the Philadelphia Eagles side. It is a good thing, regardless of the reason. It's always good, I think, to see Nick Sirianni fired up on the sideline. And although it was because of a late hit that was flagged, and rightfully so, it was good to see Nick Sirianni get as fired up. And let's say this. In a steel cage death match, Robert Saleh is definitely beating Nick Sirianni. But Nick Sirianni didn't want any of that as that game went on. And he was yelling things over to Robert Saleh after that hit. Good for him. Have his players back no matter what. That was great. I want to see some people in here in our chat. I want to get you guys up here. Philly Sports Talk. What's up, Philly? Do I have you up here? Are you coming up? Oh, wait a minute. See, ladies and gentlemen, during my show, usually, I just go through the chat check and I read and I flip through and all that stuff. But I forgot, if I do this on my own, Greg Q. Wait, is that Greg Q? Greg Q. Miscusi. I apologize. Is anyone else's video blurry here? No, it was me. That was me. I had too many things going on at one time. Miscusi. I apologize. Let's see. Oh, I got a request? Okay, thank you. Positive Philly Productions. Yeah, hit me up on DM me. Shoot me a DM on anything and we'll get to you, man. I appreciate it. Where are we going here? Let me go to the top here. I'll just get these comments going here. Wow, request. I appreciate that. Let's see. Both team. Here he is, Nicholas. Nicholas, what's going on? I'm liking both teams so far. Can't wait to have 2 parades this year. Leave it to us in this city of Philadelphia. Leave it to us. We got 2 parades. You win game 1 against the Mets. You win your first preseason game where your quarterback's perfect. And we got 2 parades going on already. Hey, maybe if that Kevin Durant trade happens. What? Did I bring it up? I brought it up. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. Man, 2 parades. I'll take it. Why not? All right. I see a lot of people want to talk Phillies, which I'm actually surprised about. We have any? Oh, let's see. Let's see. We got any? Mullet Alvarado. Mullet is a regular of the Farzy show in the chat every single day that we do this program. And Mullet is all the way out in Okinawa, and he watches this show. We needed an emergency show today. Mullet, what time is it in Okinawa? What time is it in Okinawa? Please let me know. Thanks, Mark. Coming on after games. Yep, 42. What's up? Yep, 42. Thanks, Mark. Hey, my pleasure. Going to try to do this a little bit more often as I can. Nobody else wants. Oh, here we go. Greg Q. Sailor. WTF. Hey, man. I would think in a fight, Robert Saleh would win. Steel cage death match. But I think Nick Sirianni would be kind of scrappy and super energetic and just really get after it. I got one question for you, Robert Saleh. Do you love ball? Then he'd go after him in that sort of fashion. But who are your stars of the game tonight? Who are you loving? Who are you liking from this past game? And who do you think should get the game ball, in other words? Now, for the people that do want to talk about the Phillies, if you didn't watch the Phillies game, it was the best possible way for the Phillies to win a game against the Mets. It was the best possible way. Ranger Suarez goes out there. He goes 7 innings, allows 3 hits, 1 earned run, strikes out 4. Max Scherzer, 7 innings, 9 hits, 1 earned run. Tied 1-1, goes in the extra innings. Now, this is the beauty part. Bottom of the 9th inning. Mets, of course, the home team. They have the last bats. Starlin Marte steps to the plate, leads off with a double. He's standing on second base. Next batter. He goes to Francisco Lindor, steps to the plate, sac fly center field. Marte takes third. 1 out, game-winning run on third base. Starlin Marte. Vogelbach steps to the plate. Darren Ruff was pinch hit for by Vogelbach. Vogelbach then lines to Matt Vierling for the second out of the inning. Vierling catches the ball. Marte tags from third. Vierling loads up, fires home with a great throw to JT Realmuto, who slides in their base pad, applies the tag. Phillies going to extra innings. They keep the game alive on a phenomenal defensive play. That's interesting. And you know what else happened in this game? Another phenomenal defensive play. Rewind a bit. Alec Boehm earlier in the game fielded a bouncing ball to third base, barehanded, fired to first to get the out. Now, let's go back to the bottom of the 9th inning. Phillies get this great play. Fly out to left field. Vierling catches, fires home, gets Marte on the tag up. He is out at the plate. Phillies go on now to the 10th inning. In the 10th inning, Bryson Stott on second base gets his way to third. At the plate, Alec Boehm hits a sac fly to right field. Stott tags from third base and scores on a horrendous throw by the Mets. A horrendous defensive play. It's almost as if their defense sucks. It's almost as if they have more errors than the Phillies over the last handful of years. Oh, my God, Keith Hernandez, you poor baby. How do you watch this Mets team that can't play defense? So the Phillies make the play. The Mets can't make the very same play in the very next inning. Next thing you know, Phillies are up 2-1. They close it out in the bottom of the 10th inning. Phillies get the victory. Ranger Suarez, 7 strong, 1 run. Max Scherzer, 7 strong, 1 run. Sir Anthony Dominguez ends up getting the win. He pitched that 9th inning and got just allowed the 1 hit. The Starlin Marte leadoff double, but was able to get out of that jam. David Robertson picks up the save. Here's the other part about it that just makes it so much fun. Public enemy number 1, our dear friend, as I've mentioned earlier. If you remember this from the other broadcast the other night, this is from NBC Sports Philadelphia. Sports director extraordinaire Nick Marquetta put this back out there. I hate doing Phillies games. Little bulletin board material for Keith Hernandez. You know what comes to mind with this? And I tweeted it out. You know what comes to mind with this? I'll tell you what comes to mind with this. If you watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, you know that the scene where the guy's driving, the fella's driving, Dennis is driving, and he's just like laughing. He's like, "Huh, you dumb bitch." Like, I find that line, I don't know why it's so funny, but it makes me laugh my ass off. Keith Hernandez, you remind me of that scene. Oh, I can't watch Phillies games. They're so fundamentally unsound, and the defense is terrible. Once again, Mets have more errors than the Phillies. Keith Hernandez says that. Enter Dennis Reynolds. You dumb bitch. I just can't help it. It's what I think of. It's what I think of. That's where my mind's at. The Phillies won this game in the most perfect way possible. And I was trying to find the Cardinals are winning 3-1 over the Brewers right now. So that's what we got. In case you missed it earlier in baseball, and this kind of makes you think about why they went after Juan Soto so hard. Fernando Tatis suspended. Not going to see him for a minute. Performance-enhancing drugs. Banned 80 games. Deuces. One more thing I want to get over here for the wow factor. The Athletics, Tim Britton put this out here. Crazy stat from tonight. Bryson Stott, who's now up to 219, I believe, hitting 219 on the season. Bryson Stott, the first player to ever reach base 4 times in the same game against Max Scherzer. How do you like that? A first against Scherzer, a Phillies dramatic win in extra innings. Jalen Hurts is perfect. Jordan Davis, 8 souls. Nakobe Dean was getting after the quarterback, and Cam Jurgens is throwing people around. I'd say it was a pretty good night in Philadelphia sports. Let's see what some of you other fine people are saying on tonight's emergency broadcast. I just sent you an Instagram. Thank you, Positive Philly Productions. I appreciate you. There we go. Yeah, you DM me on. All right, hold on. Did you DM me on the Farzy show, or did you DM me on some other type jazz? Let's see here. Okay. DM me personally. Mark.Farzetta. DM me personally. And we'll get after that. What else do we have? I want to see Hernandez eat his words, preferably written on Phillies letterhead paper. There we go. Valro. Yeah, hey, you were waiting for me for a long time. I appreciate that. Their defense sucks. Hey, I agree. I find every ounce of this to be accurate. I agree with what you're saying. Let's get to Mark. Mark Saber, 1985. First off, great name. Eagle starters look good, and so did Jalen Hurts. I concur, Mark Saber, 1985. What else we got? Oh, here we go. Mullet says in Okinawa, it is... It's almost noon. Sorry, his clock's wrong. Get the clock fixed in Okinawa. Come on, man. Oh, wow. Yup 42 is a Philly native, now in Northwest Arkansas. Delco native. What's going on there, brother? Nice to have you along for the ride. Appreciate it. Stott, you are the father. Max, who's your daddy? This is good. This is fun stuff. Scott says, you rule. Love listening to you every day. Oh, you're the man. I appreciate that, Scott. Thanks very much. Yeah, we do the show every day, Monday through Friday. All right, Greg is being honest with us here. Sala whoops Sirianni's ass, but Sirianni tries admirably. He would die, like, with honor. Like, it would be an honorable death. Like, it would be like a dramatic scene, I think. No problem. You guys are having a lot of fun with this, and I do appreciate that. Yeah, emergency show. I don't do this often, but I just felt like on a night the Phillies won the way they did, that you could just shove it in Keith Hernandez's face. And, like, I don't know Keith Hernandez. Keith Hernandez and the Mets, that's not my era of baseball. Like, I was really little when that was going. Like, I know Keith Hernandez more from Seinfeld. I know Keith Hernandez more from The Scout, an Al Brooks, Brendan Fraser movie that I didn't think was really that good, but he was in it. And Just for Men commercials. Like, that's what I know him from more than baseball. Like, I know he was a baseball player, but I didn't grow up like hating him. And now I'm like, damn it, now I have to hate Keith Hernandez because he bashed the Phillies. You dumb bitch. But anyway, the Phillies took care of business nonetheless in the perfect way to shove it in Keith Hernandez's face. All right, let me know, who are the guys that you're looking at when it comes to this Eagles team? Jalen Hurts is finally taking advanced classes, and I agree. Love the cohesion. Shots by Shad. I agree. That's the perfect way to look at it, I think. That's a great way to look at it. I wanted to see proof in the pudding. Because when it comes to Jalen Hurts, I don't doubt Jalen Hurts' work ethic. Like, everyone you talk to. Like, I had Brian Westbrook on the show this past week. Brian Westbrook was talking about no one can ever doubt the guy's mentality and his mental makeup when it comes to toughness and work ethic and how he wants to succeed. And how rumors are flying around him like they were last training camp about, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers could be. Deshaun Watson could be. Russell Wilson. The Eagles wanted to get involved in those sweepstakes. And throughout the entire process of it, throughout the entire offseason, Jalen Hurts said the entire time, I'm above it. I am controlling what I can control. It's one thing to say that, but it's another thing to believe it and keep working. Like none of that exists. People wanted to bang the drum for Gardner Minshew. Wanted no part of it. Stories come out about Gardner Minshew going up to Nick Sirianni after the Jets game last year. Was it the Jets game? And he goes up and he's like, what do I got to do to be the starter here, bro? Nick Sirianni was like, bro, get it on the bench. You're behind Jalen. And the entire time, Jalen Hurts just kept on trucking along. I'm not betting against that guy. I'm not betting against the guy that, A, I believe has talent, B, has a great work ethic, and C, has a phenomenal mental strength. Like, in a day and age where we talk about guys that obviously have mental health issues, and I got to worry about my mental health and this for my mental health, and that's rightfully so, good for them. I think it also should be celebrated, the people that just know how to keep their mental strength about them. And I think Jalen Hurts is one of those guys. I don't think anything gets to this guy. And all I wanted to see tonight was the proof in the pudding that the work was really there in the offseason. I never really doubted it. I just wanted to see it come to fruition. Bear some fruit. As much as it can in preseason game number 1, bear some fruit. Okay, 6 for 6, 80 yards and a touchdown. Nice work. Really, if you think about it, 2 touchdowns. Even though if the first would have counted, the second would have happened. But whatever. Great game by him. Great series by him, I should say. Great drive by him, I should say. And everybody else that I mentioned deserves their accolades. But who else grabbed your attention in this game tonight? Definitely let me know. I want to make sure I talk about everybody that was in this game tonight, as well as the Phillies game as well. And we'll keep that conversation going. But one more thing I wanted to get into today. Quincy Williams is the guy that we are going to be keeping our eyes out for. He's no rookie. He's the guy that came over for the Jets and hit Jalen Hurts while he was out of bounds, and then Nick Sirianni lost his damn mind. This is his 4th year in the NFL. This is not his first preseason. He had 2 years in Jacksonville. This is his first, last year with the Jets. This is his 2nd year with the Jets he's about to go into. This guy knows better going into season number 4 of his NFL career. I don't know what the hell he was thinking, because this wasn't a momentum thing. This was a head down at the out of bounds line thing, where you know the guy is out. You know the guy you're about to hit is going to be out of bounds. You know the guy you're about to hit is the quarterback. You know it's also preseason. Dirty ass play. And I applaud Nick Sirianni for getting as pissed off as he was in this particular game. A couple other guys, under the radar guys I wanted to get to in this game. You know what? I don't mind Jalen Reagor. Look, Jalen Reagor, I don't think is going to be here, and he shouldn't be here when the season starts. If they're going to minimize the damage and say they could get a good return guy out of him, if they can make him into a good special teams guy, that's where I think he can do the least damage to the team. I'm okay with that. I think he's okay in that position. But Britton Covey, I thought, impressed me with his speed. He's definitely, and Ross Tucker, I thought, did a great job on the broadcast. Ross Tucker was right there talking about how he's going to hear it from the rest of the guys in the locker room for getting tackled by the kicker. But he had a pretty damn good break there for a second. Taron Jackson had some good quarterback pressure for this Eagles team. I thought that was good. Jordan Davis, we've mentioned, moving guys. Huntley had a good game for himself out of the backfield. I think you're going to be hearing his name a lot. Kazir White had a nice interception as a linebacker for the Eagles tonight. That was good to see him get his feet wet in the Eagles uniform. That was nice. And there was one more. And I mentioned Juergens. I mentioned McPherson, Britton. Boop. Yeah, that's what I got. Those are my guys tonight. Those are all the guys I was keeping a close eye on. Oh, Kane. Kane, how do you drop that pass? And take Godwin. I mentioned you already. Devin Allen. Oh, this is a good one here. Thought on Devin Allen, Olympic wide receiver. You think he makes the team? I don't think he makes the team, unfortunately. As much as I would love to see him make the team, I don't think he does. Did he get a target? No, I don't think he got a target tonight. Yeah. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. No. Kobe had the 2 punt returns. Reagor had 1. Yeah, I don't think he makes the team. But was wild tonight. Tonight was supposed to be his first game since 2016. I want to say that could be crazy. But yeah, I wish him all luck. I felt bad for him getting disqualified at the one of the world track championships for a literally 1/1000th of a second that he left early, quote unquote. So yeah, I would like to see him make it, but I don't think he will. Who else do we have here? Maybe a practice squad. I'll take practice squad, please and thank you. Shots by Shed. So happy the Phillies won after the bases loaded in the 9th. There you go. Oh wait, you're talking about 2 nights ago, or 2 days ago rather, against the Marlins. Yesterday, I should say. Yeah. Scott Dubin. Scott, what's up, brother? I know Scott. I used to work with him behind the scenes at NBC years ago. You didn't bring the pretzels in the production truck. Eagles lost. Coincidence? I don't shy away from inside jokes in a group chat such as this, so I appreciate it. Did I get everybody else here? Preferably. Oh, this is fun. We're having fun here. There you go. So hit me up and hit me up on Twitter, hit me up wherever. Make sure you guys follow and subscribe to the Farzy Show. Needed to give a quick reaction to everything that went down regarding the Phillies and everything that went down regarding the Eagles in this game. Pretty exciting on both ends when it comes to the way the Eagles played on the field, the way the Phillies played at Citi Field in New York. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. Make sure you follow the Farzy Show. Make sure you subscribe to the Farzy Show here on the old YouTube channel, and also make sure you listen on Apple Podcasts as well. Thanks, everybody. Hey, it's only Friday night. We still have the rest of the weekend to party. Two things. Happy 3rd birthday to my amazing daughter. That's right, Lil Toots turned 3 this week. We have the party for her tomorrow, so I know I'll be enjoying that. And also, just make sure you get out there and enjoy some of the weather we're going to be having over the weekend. Have a great evening, everybody. Mullet, you're very welcome. Thanks for the bonus show. You the man. Later. That's nice to see you too, Mullet. Have a great weekend, everybody. I'm Mark Farzetta. This is the Farzy Show presented by Steven Singer of Steven Singer Jewelers. And thanks to our sponsors, Manscaped, Blue Chew. Make sure you look up Blue Chew. And also Freestone Farm CBD, where you get 20% off your order. FreestoneFarmCBD.com when you use promo code Farzy as well. Thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of your weekend.